Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Off the Top. Today, I'm here with Kenny Bomb, Mr.Dubbs, and Loaded is a Beast. And I myself am Kero, the GOAT. And we're going to talk about the Game Awards. More specifically, what three things we expect to see. What are we excited for? What new games that are going to be announced? Well, I want to start by asking you, Mr. Dubbs, what are the three things that you're really excited for this year's show?
3 letters, 1 number. GTA 6. We're going to get the reveal coming up apparently on Tuesday, but I think we're going to see more. Maybe they'll just show the trailer again. Maybe we'll get a little bit more in-depth breakdown, but I'm looking forward to any information we get on GTA 6. And of course, being a Dragon Ball fan myself, very much hopeful for a new Dragon Ball game. Whether it's a fighting game, whether it's a sandbox type game like a Xenoverse 3 style kind of thing, I'm indifferent. I just want to see some Dragon Ball love. Number 3, I'm going to cross here because Tekken 8 sounds exciting, but am I really going to play it that much? So as exciting as that would be for me, I think I'd be just as excited to see upcoming DLC for the fighting game I already love and enjoy, being Street Fighter 6. So I would like to see a future season of DLC revealed for Street Fighter 6.
No, that's a solid list, and I like this about the video right now because like all of us have different tastes in gaming kind of, so I expect our answers to be different as well. I'm gonna move on to Loaded is a Beast. What are you expecting from the show?
So I was gonna say GTA 6, but I think that's being revealed on Tuesday, so that's one down, and 2 was gonna be Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Yeah, but I think they're gonna save it for Battle Hour in January of 2024. And the third, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I hope that they make a splash. Is AEW Fight Forever Season 2 DLC? Hopefully, they give us a tease. Fortnite just gave us a teaser for Chapter 5, showing us everything. New map. They have Peter Griffin all buffed up. They got Solid Snake in there.
They do.
They got new skins coming, and they got riot shields. I'm like, bro, give us a tease, do something. But is it gonna happen? No, but I hope so.
Yeah, that was 3.
I think I said GTA. So
Yeah, GTA 6, Dragon Ball Z, and AEW Fight Forever pop out for Season 2.
That's pretty solid. I was gonna give the mic over to Kenny Bomb, but after you mentioned AEW, I gotta say, I'll go through my list real quick. I think I had on my list WWE 2K24. They've never done something like this before. Why not? The game's gonna come out in like a couple of months anyways. They usually do it at January. This is just gonna be a month before. They can totally hit it home, show themselves off in this big stage, which they never really do. Why not? So maybe this is the year we're finally gonna see a big wrestling game on stage with it being announced there. I totally can see it happening. Other than that, I'm a big RPG guy, and one of the things that I'm excited about is Outer Worlds 2. And the first game, I really liked it. Now, a lot of people say it's a pale imitation of like Fallout New Vegas, which I agree. It's not as good as that game, but I still really enjoyed it. And I think with the second game, there's a lot of things that Obsidian can accomplish, even though it's a bit of a different studio right now. And as for my third game, another game that I really enjoyed, it's Ghost of Tsushima 2, or whatever the name it's gonna be. So a follow-up to that game. I absolutely adore just walking around, killing everyone on my path. The combat system, once you got like those Tsushima powers, it's basically the Assassin's Creed in Japan that we've been waiting for, hand-delivered to us. And yeah, the second game, they can just take everything to a better level. So I'm super hyped for seeing something like that as well. But that's all me. What about you, Kenny? What are you looking forward to?
First off, I gotta say that is a great list, Kero. WWE 2K24 showing up at the Game Awards would be big, being that this is pretty much the new E3 of every year. So I think this would be good right before they reveal to start doing it at the Game Awards every year. So I think that's a good call out. But for my list personally, now, as he stated, we all like different types of games. And one thing I saw on X today was some people were receiving these little envelopes from Sega saying like there's a new energy coming or something like that. But it's really fighting game streamers who are saying it. So I'm hoping we see the return of Virtua Fighter. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with that, but it's been gone for a long time. And I think right now with the resurgence of fighting games, this is the perfect time for it to pop back out. So that's one thing I hope to see. The second one, Kero mentioned Ghost of Tsushima, which is a PlayStation exclusive. I think it's time for PlayStation to get back on the ball because they have kind of cooled off here a bit when it comes to their big exclusives. And I would love to see Bloodborne 2. This is a game I've been waiting for a very long time. Lies of P came out this year, and it kind of gave me those Bloodborne vibes, but nobody does it like From Software. So I'm hoping From actually has this cooking up, and they're ready to show us. If not, you know what? Give me Dark Souls 4. I'm fine with that as well. And last but most certainly not least, unfortunately, this was supposed to be the year of the Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy. You know what? Hate it or love it, it is what it is. But I think next year can be that year, and Fable is the game that can bring us to that point. Now, I played Fable 1 and Fable 2, Fable 3, all of them. I think Fable 1 and Fable 2 were great. Didn't love Fable 3 too much, but this is something completely different because we got a new game in Playground Studios actually building this Fable. So I'm excited to see what they do with it because this one has very high potential. And again, I just want to see what they're actually going to come out with this time because Microsoft, unfortunately, just has not been hitting the way they need to. And I think Fable is the game that can get them back into a good light.
Right, and like there are so many potentials. We just hit on so many points from GTA 6 to Fable, and we could honestly have like a 90-minute video just talking about all the different stuff. So this makes the show really exciting. Is there anything else that you guys want to say? The last words before we sign off.
I was just going to say, for me, I think you guys got some great predictions, and I really want to see all of those games as well. So I think it's going to be fun when we actually do the stream.
I just want to give a shout out to our homeboy Clint, as Stryzer himself would like to see, and I think it would be amazing if we got it. We were just talking about how a wrestling game being shown off at the Game Awards would be amazing. He would like to see the wrestling code showed off at the Game Awards, and I think that would be incredible.
And you would freeze. But fellas, I got a question for you. What about WrestleQuest? You know that RPG type game?
Yeah.
I think that was shown off in like many big game shows. So maybe
If they have some,
would it be possible? You know? Welcome back, Mr.Dubbs. I was just asking.
Thanks.
WrestleQuest.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
WrestleQuest, that's the RPG one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that shown off there. But is that already released?
No, it's already
Yes,
released,
no.
but like I'm saying it just set a precedent because it was shown off in game shows. What about?
Oh, because it was shown
Yeah.
off there. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be super cool to see that. I don't expect it by any stretch, but Ultra Pro Wrestling, that would be a great stage
that would
for
be a
them.
good
Maybe
stage.
next year. Maybe next year, right? Because if they're aiming for that end of 2024 release, being able to show off just before release at the Game Awards, this is what we have cooked in the oven. Boom. I think that would be like an amazing showcase. I don't know what kind of finances and stuff goes into something like that for a smaller studio like them. I know it could be definitely a stretch, but oh my God, can you imagine the news that would come out of that? Having like a game, one of those games, a wrestling code or an Ultra Pro Wrestling get shown off at the Game Awards. I think that would get a lot of eyeballs on the product that wouldn't normally be there.
Even if
Yeah, this would be. Go ahead, Kiddo. I'm sorry.
just even if it's just for a half a minute, like 30 seconds, that's
Yeah.
still big.
I agree. For a game like the Wrestling Code, if they got a spot at the Game Awards, that would be huge for them. I think that's the best place for them to pop out next time because we haven't seen the game in over a year at this point. We really don't know what this game is going to offer us. We saw a little bit of in-game gameplay, but not really too much. So if they were ready to do like a full in-game showcase, I think the Game Awards would be a perfect case for that. So to be honest, Clint, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm telling you, I'm going to go crazy if I see that Wrestling Code logo pop up on the screen while we're watching the show.
All right, Beast, you got any last remarks you want to make before I take us out of here?
If I see AEW Fight Forever tease like season 2 DLC, I would be happy with that. Like I think wrestling games, man, I just want the golden age of wrestling games to come back. Like seriously, because 2K they have a monopoly over these wrestling games. I'm just sick and tired of it. I really am. So I want AEW to show off their game. I want the Wrestling Code to do it, and also Ultra Pro Wrestling. I hope so.
Yeah, if they could get like a wrestling block where they show the AEW Fight Forever Season 2 DLC, they show the Wrestling Code, they show Ultra Pro Wrestling, like boom, these are the wrestling games coming up. That would put them in a good state, and you know what? I think the future would be very bright for wrestling games.
Absolutely.
There you go. I think That's a perfect way to end it. But if you guys are interested in our opinions when it comes to like who should be or what should be the game of the year or any other big categories, we're totally happy to do it. Just let us know down in the comment section below. That being said, it's gonna be it for this video. We'll see you on the next one.